Now I've got Míde Duff on the line to have a chat with us. Míde is 30 years old from Durrow in Dungarvan, County Waterford. Right on the Greenway as well. It's lovely. Must be lovely there today.
Yeah.
And you were born with a heart condition, Míde, and you've gone into the medical profession, but you're running 30 miles in 30 days to celebrate the 30th birthday of Heart Children Ireland and to fundraise for them in their 30th year. So, first of all, how are you? Are you well?
Very well, thank you. I'm one of the lucky ones, really. Yeah, I'm flying, really. No complaints.
And you're down by the Greenway, so this running must be quite handy to be able to do it that way, is it?
Oh, it's just fabulous. I'm so lucky in that when we have it within our 5K. Yeah, I'm just literally a couple of kilometres from the Greenway. So, yeah, between running and walking, I live in it. You know, these last few months, it's just wonderful. And fabulous facility to have. You
were on, is placement the right word? You were in Scotland, is that right?
Yeah, so I was doing one of my, just on one of my rotations. I'm a junior doctor over with the NHS in Scotland. But when COVID hit last spring, really, because of my congenital heart condition, I would be considered high risk if I was to contract the disease. So after a good few long discussions and chats with various people, I decided to pause my training and work for the moment, and I've come home. I came home in the summer when I could, and I think, to be honest, it's probably the safer move. I'm kind of glad I did it at the moment. The moment, you know, the way things have panned out.
They have, yeah. It's very dodgy, and you could talk about it all day, couldn't you? Now, tell me a bit about tell me a bit about Heart Children Ireland. Tell us about that. They obviously helped you a lot.
Yeah, well, it's funny. So I decided to do this fundraiser because they're in their 30th year and I'm 30. So effectively, they were set up in the year I was born, which is quite poignant in a way. So they're a charity, Ireland's only charity for congenital patients, families and parents, really, for children and adults living with congenital heart disease. They rely solely on donations of the public, and like many charities, receive no government funding. And they do really, really important work for adults and children, as I say, living with congenital heart disease. They offer many, many services, because having a child diagnosed with congenital heart disease can be extremely frightening and worrying time for family and many. So they kind of help families kind of get through that difficult time. They offer psychological support services, and they have purchased much kind of life-saving equipment, really, for Crumlin Children's Hospital and also the Congenital Heart Unit in the Mater in Dublin. And they're just a kind of a support service and somewhere families can go to get more
information.
Exactly, and support during these difficult times. Because, you know, congenital heart conditions, they can be incredibly complex as well and require multiple operations and much care throughout the kids' lives. So,
and it's a terrifying,
it's very important to have that service.
And it's a terrifying time for parents as well, really, to be going through something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose I was lucky in that both my parents have a scientific background, so it helped somewhat. But, you know, heart conditions are complex, and, you know, it's just a very frightening time for parents, to have to deal with that. Yeah,
it sounds like it was set up maybe by parents, was it? Or still, I'm just guessing there.
It was set up exactly with parents and also cardiologists at that time. One of the cardiologists is actually my dad's first cousin, who actually looked after me as a child, wonderful man called Dr. Míde Duff.
Oh, right.
So it's a nice family connection there. So he looked after me. He was my cardiologist when I was a child, and he set it up along with family and families, you know, of patients of congenital heart diseases.
Great. So what's the story at the moment? Are you halfway through? Did you tell me before we started this? You're halfway through to the 30.
Oh, so I'm more than halfway, actually. So I'm going into my last week at the moment of it now. Right. So I run 28 out of the 30 miles. So I'm doing really, really well, kind of ahead of target. Yes, going well, the running. The weather hasn't been the kindest to me, but we've gotten through it.
Yeah, I know it's been awful.
Yeah.
Today now has been really nice. We were out in Woodstown yesterday.
It's
It was lovely.
I can't wait to get out now.
And what's the financial end of it? How far? Where are you at this stage? You're going for 5,000, are you?
Yeah, so the target's 5,000, so we're almost at halfway, which has been brilliant at the moment. Just so lucky, so grateful and thankful for all the fabulous donations. People have been so generous and kind, so hope to raise a little bit more. It'd be great if we can make that the 5,000, but we're doing really well with donations so far.
And it's how do people help out? What's the mechanic there if people want to donate to your cause?
Yeah, so they can log on to www.idonate.ie, and then if they search 30 miles in 30 days for Heart Children Ireland, they'll see my little icon there and the fundraising icon. They click on that. That would be fabulous. Great.
And off with you. Are you going out now onto the Greenway again?
Yeah, I'm going to lace up my shoes now and get out because it's a beautiful day.
It is beautiful, isn't it? Míde, listen, thanks a million and stay well. And you're well at the moment anyway. That's great. And no after effects.
Yeah, keeping well, yeah. No complaints.
Just the odd check-up, is it, every year? Do you mind me asking you, how does that work?
Yeah. So, I'm closely monitored in the Mater in Dublin. I suppose I'm lucky in that I've been healthy all my life, but unfortunately, there will come a time where I will run into complications, and I suppose that's something I have to deal with down the line. But no, I'm just thankful for what I can do at the moment, and keep running while I can.
Great, day-to-day job. Listen, Míde, it's lovely talking to you. Well done, and keep up the good work there. So if you would like to go on to Míde's page there, you can help her out financially. That's for Heart Children Ireland, which is a great cause altogether. Míde, thanks a million and enjoy your run today.
Thanks, Jeff. Bye. Thank you.